All right, get ready for another deep dive. This time, you guys sent us into the world of Zotter Chocolates.
Ooh, delicious.
Yeah, we're talking specifically about their presence online, at least here in the U.S., zotterusa.com.
And that's what's so interesting about them. You know, they've really carved out this specific niche, I guess you could say, in the premium chocolate market. They're all about that direct-to-consumer model.
Yeah, definitely not your average Hershey's bar, that's for sure.
No, not at all. And it's a bold move, right? When you think about how unique their chocolate is.
Absolutely.
Like, these are practically little works of art. And they're selling them directly to you, no middleman.
Well, and right off the bat, one of the first things you see on their website, they really highlight this whole hand-scooped chocolate thing.
Right.
Okay, so I like to think I know a thing or two about chocolate, but
Yeah.
I'll admit I'm a little lost. What exactly is hand-scooped chocolate?
So it's exactly what it sounds like in a way. Zotter, they're known for constantly pushing boundaries, right? Always innovating. They actually invented this hand-scooping technique.
Really? They invented it?
Yeah, they did. It's all about layering. So they use these, well, scoops, I guess, to layer in different fillings and textures and inclusions within the chocolate.
Ah, so it's not just about the chocolate itself then. It's like this whole experience built into every bite.
Exactly. And with, get this, over 170 different varieties. Imagine the combinations they're coming up with.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. 170 varieties. That's wild. I even saw one that was like currant and chili flavored.
Bold choice. Bold choice.
That's definitely adventurous. I'm not sure how I feel about that one.
Well, I think that's the beauty of it, isn't it? They're encouraging people to explore and try new things. They even have those discovery packs.
Right, yeah. Good for a sampler platter approach.
Exactly. So you're not stuck with a whole bar of something you might not love. They want you to find your favorites, but also maybe step outside your comfort zone a little. Smart way to kind of ease people in and show the range they have to offer.
Yeah, because with that many options, it could be overwhelming otherwise.
Right. 170. That's a lot of chocolate. And it's not just about like the crazy flavors and stuff either. They're really serious about where their ingredients come from, you know, the whole ethics thing.
Right, and they make that very clear on the website too. Front and center, they're talking about bean to bar, organic, fair trade.
Yeah, they put it all right out there.
Which I think is great, don't get me wrong. I love the transparency. But for someone who might not be as deep in the chocolate world as we are, could we break down what those terms actually mean, like on a practical level?
Oh, for sure. So bean to bar, that basically means they're involved in every single step of the chocolate making process. From the very beginning, sourcing the beans directly from the farmers, all the way to that finished bar you're holding in your hand.
So they're not just buying some pre-made chocolate from somewhere and then like melting it down and adding stuff to it?
Nope, they're doing it all themselves. Total control freaks in the best way possible. That way they know exactly what's going into their chocolate at every stage. And then you got organic, which that's pretty self-explanatory. No weird pesticides, no synthetic fertilizers, just good, clean ingredients. Got it. And what about fair trade? That one always seems really important, but kind of fuzzy around the edges sometimes.
Right. So basically, fair trade means that the farmers who are growing those cacao beans, they're getting a fair price for their product, not getting exploited, actually earning a decent living.
So it's like when you buy a Zotter bar, you're not just getting a delicious chocolate experience. You're also sort of voting with your dollar for a more ethical, sustainable kind of chocolate production.
Exactly. It's supporting a whole system, a philosophy, really.
And that resonates, right? Especially these days. People care about where their food comes from, what kind of impact they're having.
Big time. And Zotter knows that. They've even gone a step further, actually, to really drive home that connection they're building with their customers.
You mean with that whole contest thing? The trip to Austria? Yeah, that's the one. Imagine actually winning that.
Right. Talk about an immersive experience.
See the factory, meet the people making the chocolate, maybe even try your hand at hand scooping.
Now that would be dangerous, being let loose in that factory.
Right. I'd gain 10 pounds on the first day.
Yeah.
But it's brilliant, honestly. Such a clever way to tie everything together, you know? The transparency, the passion, the connection to the product.
You know, it's funny. For a company that ships nationwide from, Florida?
Yeah.
They have this no-melt guarantee, which, with all those delicate layers and stuff,
Right.
seems like a bold promise. Those Florida summers are no joke. I'm kind of curious about their packaging game.
Oh, absolutely. They've definitely thought about that. It goes back to what I was saying about them being committed to quality, you know.
Totally.
It's not just about the chocolate itself. It's the whole experience, getting it to you in perfect condition.
Makes sense. Speaking of which, and I'm sure this is on everyone's minds at this point, let's talk price.
Yeah, the elephant in the room.
Because it's definitely, not your average grocery store impulse buy.
For sure. Zotter is definitely positioned as a premium product, an investment, really. But
Sure.
I think you're getting what you pay for, right? Like we were talking about, ethically sourced organic ingredients, that whole hand-scooping process, the attention to detail. You're buying into a philosophy as much as a chocolate bar.
That's a good point. You're not just satisfying a craving, you're supporting something you believe in.
Exactly.
Although, for anyone who's maybe on the fence, intimidated by 170 options.
Right. Understandable.
The discovery packs seem like a good gateway drug.
100%. Dip your toes in, see what speaks to you. You might be surprised.
Exactly. Find your new favorite. Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground here. If you're looking for a chocolate experience that's both ethical and delicious, Zotter is definitely worth checking out.
Wouldn't agree more. Really makes you realize, doesn't it? Even something as simple as chocolate, there's so much room for innovation, for passion, for doing things the right way.
Absolutely. And on that note, dear listeners, we'll wrap up this deep dive into the world of Zotter chocolates. Hopefully you're feeling as inspired as we are to maybe indulge in a little something special tonight. Until next time, happy chocolating.